This is the assembly of the Legends Ultimate Arcade. For this, you'll need a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver, and for some assembly, an electric screwdriver can be beneficial. Start out with the packaging. Yes, the shipping can be expensive, but when you look at the engineering and the materials used to ship the machine, I feel it's a good value and well thought out. Once the contents are out of the box, I separated everything and took a quick inventory to ensure everything was there and to make sure that there was no damaged parts. The arcade will assemble with cam locks, the same setup as most furniture you buy at the big box stores. You'll start with the arcade sides A and B. Screw the 8 cam bolts into each panel. Once you've completed that step, stop and enjoy the amazing artwork on the side panels. Next, you want to install the cam locks into C and D. These pieces are what's going to connect the two arcade sides together. The cam locks just pop into the holes. Be sure to orient them so the slot faces inwards. This will allow the cam to lock on the bolt when it is turned. It is now time to attach the C and D panels to the sides. Just slide the panel over the cam screws and turn the cams clockwise to tighten. It is important to note that the C panels go at the top with the unfinished side pointing down, and the D go at the bottom with the groove facing each other. Grab the bottom E panel and slide it into the groove. And now you can attach the other side panel with the cam locks. Double check that all the cam locks are in the holes before tightening the cam locks. With the unit upright, you can now install the front and back panels. Once the panels are in place, you can lock it down with the screws in the screw hole. I had to go back and do this because I missed this step, and if you don't do it, the arcade will not be as sturdy. The top half can now be set into place and the control panel can be installed. You have 3 connectors: output, USB, and panel. I had to fish for the USB cable as it was caught up in the top half of the unit. At this point, I still had not realized I left out the step for the screws in the front and the back panels, and I couldn't understand why it was not very sturdy. This was part 1 of my frustration. Then came part 2. The unit comes with buttons for the pinball, but the screws were not long enough to put together. I decided to take the question over to the Facebook arcade groups, and within a minute the answers came flooding back. The adapters are used with the Mini and not the Legends Arcade. It was not pointed out in the manual. I would encourage everyone to join the different arcade groups on Facebook. It's a great community with lots of help, tips, and tricks. The arcade comes with anti-tipping brackets that is great for safety to keep the young ones from tipping the unit over and older ones from rage-quitting games. The arcade is now ready to be turned on, and the first thing to do is update the software. Once completed, you can enjoy the 300 games, set up the Wi-Fi to post on the leaderboard, and the unit will come with 1 month of arcade.net. From here, you can unlock more games stored in the cloud. The Legends Arcade will come with CoinOps X. You will need to search online for tutorials, but from here you can unlock thousands of games from multiple platforms, from Atari, Nintendo, and Sega, just to name a few. Hope you enjoyed this content. Please like, click, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the leaderboards.